My little half halt. Make sure she just supples to the after the half halt. Good. And now she's waiting on my thighs.
Okay.
And good. And
Yeah.
I rise. Good.
Okay.
Now she's soft. And then you're not. Big sigh. She's like, okay, oh, good girl. Wait. We're gonna get just a little bit of wakey in the hind.
She has a tendency to go the same speed behind as she does in the front, and I try to think of keeping her quicker behind and slower in the front. I can't always do that. And then while she's figuring that out, well, she kind of has a tendency to also drag the hind legs. Get a lot of dirt coming back to the barn, which I don't like to see. You want to keep your footing inside, not out.
Save the footing, save the footing. Yep. No,
Yeah.
no.
Just like, wait a minute, now we're working.
And I do want this. Let me see if I can warm her up a little bit into the canter too.
Yeah, and she does do better canter.
Yeah. And drop.
Better.
Off the forehand.
How does she feel in your hand now?
Really good here. Well, a little heavy. As soon as I said that, of course.
Okay.
I want a little bit more pizzazz from behind. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm having to really like ride some firm half halts here and there, but then I'm gonna, good. Pizzazz her a little bit. Good. It just takes a lot, for me, it's like a lot of making sure she's plugged, like I can plug into her back. So the down, like down, down, down.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it's okay, I know, it's
all right,
hard.
she's trying hard.
Good
yeah.
girl. Okay, you walk for a second. And it's also different, so.
So the feel with the reins or her lift and the capability that you have or what you're feeling now, what do you think?
It's not quite as astounding and different, like as different as when I first started, but that's normal. I think they settle into something. But I do still feel like it's different. Like I don't have to keep holding. I can ride the half out more firmly and then be done.
So you can let her go a bit longer
Yep.
while she carries herself,
Yep.
not as frequent reminders.
Right. But I feel like, she's a little deeper in some of the stuff, but it's like a little bit slightly different round layers of roundness into her.
When it gets hard, she'll go under or she'll just come up and resist.
Good girl, good girl.
That's nice.
Good girl. It's kind of, I need a little bit of, like I'm on a trampoline and I got to keep bouncing a little bit. Like I'm like, bounce, come on, keep bouncing. Keep bouncing on the tramp. Like this, good girl. Soft. Whoop, and you lost it a little bit. Good girl. She's like, oh, you don't have a spur. But actually, I don't mind that. Good. This is different. Not too fast.
It was a little fast, but I didn't feel like it was as hollow.
Yeah.
But
she was actually fairly soft into it almost, so.
Okay.
Walk for a second. I kind of let it go because I was like, see if we build, see what happens if I build into that. Not quite as cadency, like almost, you can think marionette strings when you're with the puppets, like lift, lift, lift. She needs a little bit of, oh, why not stop? She needs a little bit of that, like, got to figure out how to lift the leg, but come from sit, sit, sit.
Okay,
To lift,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I was watching last night just a random video of Charlotte Desjardins, and you know, like the horse almost looks like he's on a little bit of a coal, you know, not in a painful way, but it was quick and time and balanced and quick and and she lingers too. She's a linger longer girl, which we don't really want now, especially at this point.
Right. It's like, wait.
Right, and
tramp,
so
tramp,
that's
tramp,
right.
Bounce.
Because it can fool what is looking elegant to really not putting the full effort and capability in.
Yeah.
So I understand what you mean with the strings.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry, a little bit of canter right, and then I want the same trot again. Yeah.
Ask for a pee-off before you go.
Yeah, because she just, We're gonna wait you out here. See, this is the linger too long stuff. Yep. But it's what she needs to kind of figure out how to quicken that. That's okay. That was different though, and I'm not gonna go with it, but I know, Missy. It's okay. It's okay. She's like, I'm trying.
It's hard. Body and mind.
Straight out. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now she's just reacting to the response of my cluck.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah. No. That's okay. She's giving me a lot of, I can really feel she's trying so hard on this. Good girl, it's fine. Now you settle. A little bit of leg. And we counter. No, that's not how we do it. I don't like that, yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Very soft here.
Looks nice. Looks like I want to get on my horse.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, good
Yeah,
job.
good girl.
Nice, there we go.
Okay, now we're gonna drop. She knows that one.
There's always getting used to those new German models, those Dutch cars.
Now this is what I want. Don't get
Oh, good job, Leif.
good, good. Really, barely any lower leg. Like, okay. That was really all from how I was like suctioning her up and down with my thighs and how I plugged down into her back.
Okay.
I did not kick. Like a little bump with my upper calf a couple times.
Okay.
But it was really like, I was like, you're bouncing on the trampoline.
And how did you get the forward then? Just allowed her to reach?
Right, so
without...
half halt, and then I'm like almost clucking a couple times to go, come on, build a little bit.
Okay.
So she thinks more forward into it, but my bounce wasn't holding her back as much as like spring forward.
Okay.
That sort of makes sense. It's like core powered down, get down into her back, suction her up and think, jump forward. Big step, like think, jump forward almost.
Okay. I'll have to figure this one out when I'm on.
So a lot
Good
about
girl.
like the upper body pushing into the wall of water. I'm pushing a lot into that.
Okay.
Bearing down and
And
like,
what's your number? Was
probably
that for
like
the
a
diagonal?
7 on that diagonal maybe.
Okay. Okay. This
Yeah.
is helpful for me.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna quiz you on your.
Yeah, that's right.
And then how did she feel? What was your number in your hand?
So I did a little half halts in between almost every step into that. And that was maybe a 6 half halt, 6 half halt, but then released to like a 2 almost.
That's what I need to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Flora, I'm sorry. It's a very humid day and you have to work so
Good girl.
hard. You are.
But
a
that
good
got
girl.
that was what got the trot.
Okay.
That canter work, and then we got the trot where I wanted it.
Super. I like it. I like it.
And that right lead canter felt brilliant. Is it number 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked really soft and connected, and that was the best canter I've seen her do, ever.
Good girl.
All right.
You're working hard. I don't know. So try to think about a lot of the stuff you're doing without a lot of lower leg.
Okay.
Try to bump your calf a little bit in some of the stuff and see how
you.
she reacts to that.
So be aware of my upper calf and not my heel so much. Is that what you're saying?
I actually felt like she was really good, like without me having to put any spur, and of course I didn't have the spur. So she was fairly good about that. And when she didn't want to react the way I wanted, I was like, fine, I'm just gonna cluck and make you sit the pee off type stuff, and just, I'm gonna do something, and the legs go all over a little bit as she's trying to scramble to figure out pee off massage something.
Exactly, because she's never pee off before.
Yeah.
But I told you to do it because
Just
I want
make
to
her
see
pee
if
off,
you
yeah.
could do. We're raising the bar here, Leif. Let's just get on with it.
So I would say pick it right up,
2.
walk, but just connection more, and then get a little bit of a pizzazzy feeling in the walk. And then you're gonna go for trot transition. And what's the feeling right away in your hands?
Well, now that I have her coming better into a connection, I'd say 2.
Okay. Do you feel like she's responsive to a little half halt here for you in that, or?
Yes.
Okay, good. So think, like you almost imagine you've got suction cups under your seat bones, and when you want her to like come, you're like suction her up underneath of you, and then you step her forward, like spring to trot or something like that. So you're gonna just lift up your thighs a little bit into the trot transition, going step up and trot. See if we can get that. You know, close your calf, of course, but think about, can we bring her up into your core and then into the trot transition? Okay. And then you just feel immediately if she's a drop more than you want into the connection, you bear down, you close the thigh a little bit, and you half halt her. Turn early. Yeah. Okay. And then we start with the swinging trot, a little more jumping on the trampoline, bear down, shoulders down, keep your sternum down a little bit. Ride a few half halts so she doesn't get heavy on you, and ride the half halt to the number you need, and then drop it a little bit. And half halt bear down, spring, 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 soften, spring, half halt spring, soften, spring. Yeah. Just the quality of that trot. You're just going spring, 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 staying down, pushing into the back of the horse head, bearing down into that. What's your hold on the rein number here?
Too much.
Okay, so ride the half halt, bear down, plug down, yep, and soften. Yeah. What's that? Softer?
Better.
Yeah. So don't let her tell you to get any heavier other than your half halt. Keep the thighs going suction, 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 bear down, half halt. Pushing into the wave of, yeah, that's okay. That's okay, yeah. And you can be a little touchy behind if you need to. Cluck once or twice to her and be like, hey, yeah, bear down, stay short in your upper body. Sternum down, push into the wall of water. And spring, 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 spring again. Yes, every step is springing. And a little quicker in this. Let's try to, yeah. Shoulders
Good.
down, elbows down, yeah. There you go, there you go. Really pretty there. Good job. And you just gotta match that with the core. And then you've got a little slow again, so we're gonna quicken. Just a little, just think gently quicken, 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 quicken. Almost like cluck in the rhythm that you want to, like,
Okay.
like, Just so it's a little quicker. Yeah, 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 yeah. Quicker, quicker. There we go. There we go. That's really pretty. Just make sure you get that half halt and you soften. Yep. And quick, 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 quick. Little quicker off the ground with her legs. Yeah, yeah. Bear down, breathe. Quick, 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 quicker, quicker, quicker. Bump with the lower leg once. Bump. That's okay. Touch her with the whip once. Just to get that little quicker response. Yeah, yeah. Quicker, quicker, quicker. Hands a little low. Okay.
I gotta walk.
Yeah, fine. Hopefully you're getting moments in there, a lot of moments that are like much more soft to the connection. And nope.
No.
Very heavy?
She's like leaning down and forward to me.
Okay. Well, she's deeper in a different way. She's not as up in that almost
Okay.
tight neck sometimes.
Yes.
And I like the little bit more push forward look of it.
Okay.
And I feel like she was actually lifting up her back a little bit more. Now, granted, the bits may not be what she likes.
Yeah. Well,
But I was still able to feel like I could get a half halt that came through, and then you can release a little bit more and go, do not hang on me. So again, it's a little bit more push the bear down into that wall of water, and when you have to ride the half halt and then you quicken the trot a little bit, it's like extra oomph into that.
stop it.
So make her do some pee-off type stuff, like half halter and just cluck and bump her a couple times. Just touch her behind a few times. And
Okay.
no big whacks, but like just touch a few times and go quicken, quicken, quicken. Whether or not she starts to spring too much, but not bring her back just a little bit.
Okay.
And just go, close your lower leg and just touch her a couple times. Touch her with the whip. Yeah, slower, hold her back, half halt. So I don't want her going, I don't necessarily want her slower, but I don't want her miles per hour faster. Does that make sense? Like more trot on the spot. More like true pee-off, even though she may not give you true pee-off, doesn't matter. Just go, can you bring her back? Hold her back, half halt. Yes, and get that little response. One little quick response again. Bring her back again, half halt. And then back to almost, yep, back to almost walk. And then you just touch her with whip again. Half halt her, bear down more, half halt, bear down, half halt, bear down. Yep, and then we get almost too much massage, but that's okay. Now spring out of it a little bit and go forward into the trot. Yes, yes. And then a little bit more forward into that half halt, and then every step, half halt, release a little bit, half halt, release a little bit, half halt, release a little bit. Pushing into the wave of water. What does this feel like to you?
Better.
Okay, keep going for that better. Yes, yes. Now half halt and release again. Half halt and release again. Yes. Good job. Maybe you twitter into a shoulder in into that. Just keep the half halt release, and then keep the kind of quickness into that. Springing off the trampoline. If she ever gets stuck in the mud, you got to quicken her. She's getting a little bogged into that, right? A little bog in the mud. So quick, 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 get out of the mud. Yeah.
Come.
And then it's like you might have to half halt her out of it and then bump her out of it. Half halt her out of it, bump her out of it with the lower leg or the calf sometimes.
Okay.
Upper calf, yep. Good. Half halt release and then bump, 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 bump. Cluck. Yeah.
What am I going for?
Yeah, you're going for more spring on the trampoline, a little quicker trot.
Okay.
So in the shoulder, and if you feel a moment too though that she's just stuck in the mud a little bit, right? We're going, get out of the mud, get out of the mud, get out of the mud. Good. And she's, yeah, that's different. She's a little stronger looking, but she's coming more through, more up, and then half halt release, half halt release. That's different, and then quicken. Yep, a little too, yes, yes.
I'm starting to understand what you mean.
Okay, so maybe you walk for a second again. And you both take a little breather in that. But how clear is that feeling when she's a little stuck in the mud? Like, is it getting clear? Like, you're like, and she's putting a lot of effort into it, but it's like, slower, stuck in them, and it's like, and we're trying to go, quick, get out of the mud, get out of the mud, get out of the mud. So you've got to push in, keep pushing into that. And then when you put effort into her and she gets more in the mud, it's like, you know, sometimes she will. She's like, I'm trying extra hard to like be more cadency, and we want the cadence, but a little bit more spring out of that. So you just kind of gently keep pushing into that and go, no, a little bit of leg, keep bouncing, bounce, right?
So suction cups to my backside, lift with my thigh, just bump with my calf, and a lot of half halts, but
That's
a
right.
strong enough half halt that she actually responds.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, sometimes I do it. She gives me like a, maybe, yeah, and
Yeah.
shouldn't, because I think a half halt should be kind of a half a step or one step's worth. Should one half halt a little longer if you need it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You half
Look
halt,
out, lady.
You half halt, and you hold that half halt until you
Until
get
you get
a response.
response.
And then you're going to drop
Then
it
I
a little
can.
bit.
I'm
And
good
then
at that.
Yeah.
I'm just dropping too soon, perhaps, then.
And just think what we did earlier. When you pick her up, like, just pizzazz the hind end as you start to shorten the reins, and then ride half halts in that. And even if she gets too much, just wait her out into it and just go, it doesn't matter. I just
Okay.
want you to keep quickening and getting out of the mud. I mean, the goal is just pick her right up into a nice trot transition, but if she's not snappy, then you know what to do a little bit. Left back rebar. Yeah, you're good. Okay, now right away, ride a half halt, make sure she's not getting stuck in the mud, and then you release a little bit more.
You do too much effort.
Inside leg a little more forward. Yep. And now collect the canter just a little, and think slowly, collect just a little bit.
Oh, collect. I thought you said collect and kick.
Cluck and kick.
Oh, shoot.
Missy, want to grab that?
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
Something's about to happen. Just wait for it.
I'm waiting. Okay. Good, and right away, outside half halt once or twice. Just go like, wait. Doesn't matter, just back to the change. Yep. Inside leg just a bit more forward. Yeah. And now with a little supple right, outside half halt, and slowly collect a little bit here. Just think, start to weight at the hind quarters. Yes. What's the feeling in your hands here?
Good.
Okay. So keep this, and keep this kind of canter. Now you can add energy to it with a half halt though first. Half halt and a little bit more jump into the canter, but soft just as much. Good. Still soft?
Yes.
Okay. Now collect around, do a circle around Missy maybe, and just collect a little bit on that. Yeah, you can do it. Start to collect. Sit down on your outside sit bone. Little half halt, little supple right, little half. That's fine, that's fine. And then slowly collect again a little bit more. Left side, left half halt, outside half halt. A little bit more. Yep, wake her a little bit.
You what's
Wake her
your
up,
end?
wake her up, wake her up, keep turning. That's it, yep. Shoulder back, flex right. Good, and we're just gonna collect again, but more energy. Now go forward, because she's getting a little bit stuck on you.
I'm not
right?
exactly sure if you want
Just
some
pirouette.
kind of pirouette.
Some sort of a pirouette canter on a circle around Missy. So not
Okay.
really going for a steep pirouette,
Okay.
but just collected canter. Because I want to kind of ease her into it. Yes. And now ease her. Doesn't matter, just yep. So if she does that in a test, right? No worries, just shoot and back into the canter.
Here comes a two.
Yep, you're going to collect again. Now a little bit of sit back, outside sit bone. Collect more. Yep. Yep, and now out of it, forward. Just a little gentle build. And now go somewhere and change directions, do a flying change.
Okay.
Make sure she's just as soft on you. Okay. Wait on the outside, new outside ring. Yep, that's right, that's what we needed. That amount of a half halt until, exactly, now you can,
She's not going to do that with me.
yeah, not at all. Good, that was pleasant. Now, same kind of weighting, outside half halt. Now a little supple, touch the supple inside, a little inside, lower leg. And then you collect a little bit on that circle. Right back rebar, right sit bone. Not too, and go forward a little bit. She came into that just a little bit too abrupt, I think. So now they're gonna come in a little slower. Oops, yeah, go around her and then you're good. And gentle collect, right shoulder back. You're twisting a little left, so right shoulder back. Yes. Okay, okay, now out of that. Was that soft?
Better.
Okay. And one more time. Collect. Soft. Yes. And build out of it.
Go away.
Build,
Get out.
build out of it. Yep. Build the canter out. There we go. Good. And now forward a little bit. And then do a trot transition and see if we can get her right into that sort of cadency type trot, but springing on the trampoline. Bear down and spring, 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 quick, quick, quick. Yeah, yeah. That's really pretty. What does that feel? Half halt, don't soften. Half halt and give. Now give, and spring a little bit more. Quick, quick, quick.
Rein, shorter, flexion to the right.
Leg, leg, leg. She's doing diagonal.
Right rein. Right. So, then next long
Left back
quarter
rebar.
line, leg
Bear down.
side,
Quick in the trot a little bit.
force track.
Bear
Rein,
down. Quick, 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 quick,
shorter.
quick. We want to bump her a little bit. Cluck. Yes. Just to get a little bit of that, like, zip underneath of you a bit. Good. Now half halt, bring her back a bit.
Right rein.
And forward again. Soften. Yes. What's that feeling in your hands?
Crappy.
Okay, what are you going to do about it?
Wait till you tell me what to do.
You can walk for a little bit. Right, so she doesn't always look heavy, right? She can sneak
Right.
it along and you won't notice. So when you get the feeling that it is one notch more than you want, change it. Stop it immediately. You know? It's really about bear down, close the thighs, and half halt, and then go hold yourself again, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just not being as firm here as I need to be, I
Yeah,
believe.
that pushing into that bear down, yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing if the bit will just do the magic and I won't have to. Can I do this Baroque style? No, I don't know. Okay. Shall I counter left? Or do you want trot? I don't know.
I actually really like trot
Okay.
because I feel like the canter is a little bit easier to get her, like just a little bit more balanced in it. And the trot, there's a little bit of, and we want to just go quick, 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 quick. Take it down a notch, but bear up a notch. Bear down a notch, right?
Okay.
A little bit stronger in you, but then breathe.
All right, here we go. Look alive, lady.
Bear down, effective half halt, and just a little bit of take the trot. There you, what's that? Ooh, yeah. There, she looked a little more alive into that. What's your hold on the rein number here?
2.
Okay, good, good. Now add a little energy to it, and then ride a half halt again to whatever you need to, and then back to your 2.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Elbows back. Elbows back. And then bump a little bit and turn a little sharper. We've got 3 in one spot. There you go. Good. Release a little, bump, leg, quick in the trot. Yeah, not in the mud anymore. You're not in Florida anymore, even though you are, but there you go. Push into the bear down a little bit more.
Outside.
Good. Push, bear down, push, bear down, push, bear down. What's your hold on the rein?
2.
Good. Does this feel good to you?
Yep.
Good. Good. Try a little half, yes, you can. You can do a little shoulder 4 here and then a half pass. Don't let her bog. Don't let her bog in the mud. Just bouncing, bouncing, taking the trot, taking the trot, taking the trot. Yep, good. Quick, 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 a little quicker, a little quicker. Go, go, go. Yes, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep. Yes.
Hey.
Okay, okay.
Pull on me.
You get that half halt and then you go wait, yeah. And just make sure that your bear down is probably like a 6 or 7 in some of the stuff, right? Good. Now a little touch of flexion right, left leg a little back, half halt left so she doesn't drift the haunches out.
Right.
There goes the haunches a little bit. Yep. Bear down, push forward, bear down, push forward.
Ready?
Look at the lift this horse got.
Yeah. And those are the kind of half halts that you just need to keep plugging through to her. Because until she just reacts to the little one, you got to set it down enough that you're like, I laid down the law, lady. And then you go drop her and hold yourself. And it's just a little bit harder for her and some of the stuff too, because she's really having to push more and quicker. She would rather push slow.
Sure. You're all right, baby. Good girl. There you go.
I mean, for me, it's just about the effectiveness of the half halt. So like, I don't care what movement you do. You're just going into the trot. You got to match that, and you got to get the half halt, and then you go quicker. And match it, bring her back, match it, and quicker again. Canter, same thing. The canter's maybe a little bit more relaxed, but
Because quickness, I translate in my head of, more, but it's just quicken the behind.
right. And it really everything in her should get a little quicker. We just want to think about a metronome. You're going along tick, 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 tick. Now we want tick, 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 tick.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
all it is instead of like more effort on the sit, I mean, she's still got to sit, but she's got to just kind of sit and push, sit and push, sit and push, sit and push. Staying in the upright position, sitting behind, pushing, and going forward, but quickening. We're just trying to tick, 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 tick her along. Right, hold her back. You need to do it one more time. Ride a firmer half halt into that and then clucking her up a little bit from behind. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. We're just trying to quick without too much pressure, just a little half halt, quick, 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 quick. Yeah, there you go. That's a pretty trot. Now we just got to ride the half halts into some of the stuff. Good. Now half halt left and take her into the shoulder in. Sorry, half pass. Half halt and gentle halt. Oh, she's got too slow into that, right? So now shoulder in again, quicken. So we need a little more inside leg to kind of keep the power going. Power, power, power. Just circle early. There's a horse coming up the rail. Quick, 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 quick. And bounce, 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 bounce. Little energy, little energy, little energy. Tap the right hand once. Tap the right hand once. Yep. Quick, 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 quick. Half pass a little bit. Half halt left. There. Quick. Yes. That was quicker. And then she's getting a little slow. Quick, 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 quick. Yep. And now quicken out of it a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Just gentle, but think about your body. Match, 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 match. Think metronome. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Yep. You just got to kind of keep that metronome thinking in your, there, that was different. There you go. There you go. And then you got to flex the right so she doesn't get heavy on the right hand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's the challenge, is keeping the, now you get a little quicker, and then she's got to stay just as light. Half halt left, a little bit of inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg. Good. And now half pass a little bit, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg. Quick, 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 quick. Shoulder in right, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg, outside leg. Bump, 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 bump. Quick, quick, quick. Little slow again, but quicker, quicker, quicker.
I think she's good.
Starting to feel that a little bit more?
Yes.
Good. And I think you can, if you just use the outside leg, and this goes back to that little bit of leg yield half pass, leg yield half pass, leg yield half pass, from the inside to the outside, inside to outside, because then you can keep the quickness. Otherwise, it just the outside pushes, then you half halt, and then she gets heavy on the inside, and then she gets slower, slower, slower.
This is time to quit. I lost my mic.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Just keeping that, just trying
Yes,
to find
a
her.
metronome feel.
Yeah. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that through a half pass before, so it kind of recreates a bend. Yeah, so when you say inside, outside, it's really helped rebalancing her,
Yeah.
keeping the forward,
Yeah.
keeping the bend, keeping the forward, keeping
Yep.
the bend. Is that correct?
Yep, it's absolutely correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you, at the trot, use the same, you know how you were working with me to keep a nice sharp flexion at the canter and bring the haunches in now?
Yeah.
That feeling in a half pass, is that what you want, or is that just more towards the canter?
That would be more towards the canter, but it's still
Okay.
a little bit the same idea. I may not go quite as steep in the trot because that would probably slow her down too much in the trot.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay,
I think in the
yes.
canter we can slow her down and we can make her wait on the outside hind leg and then get the jump. Whereas if you did that too much in the trot, she's gonna get way too passagey feeling. If you can do a little bit of
Okay.
haunch, kick a little bit of shoulder, kick like quicken it, where you can go for the flexion last step and then bump her out of it, and then go for the flexion again, bump her out of it.
Okay, because I feel like what happens is the first 5-6 steps are acceptable.
Yes.
And then she starts to flatten, and then I say get some more bend, and now get the hind end, because I'm well aware that's somewhere in the middle of the arena.
lost, yeah.
Yes, so,
And then so what I would say is almost when she starts to lose, like going for that half pass and you're starting to lose the energy out behind, right? It's like, ugh. Then you need to change it
Okay.
for a second. Go
so
back
the
to
engagement
Yeah,
is
put her
what's
back
lacking.
into maybe a shoulder in and sit her back on the hind leg and quick again, and then back to a half pass again.
Okay.
But if you can keep it from the inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, it's a greater chance of maintaining it the whole time.
Got it.
But if you're going into it and then it's like, ugh. Yeah, so as you go and if you start to feel like it's too much outside range, too much outside leg, and you
Yes.
get too much sidewaysness, like thinking it's a sideways instead of
Yes.
just a hunches in movement that's quicker, then she's just going to slow down. And so we're going to try to keep thinking just hunches in, and you may have to try this on the diagonal line on the long side, a little bit how we did it in the canter, but not holding her like so extreme in it.
Okay.
Just go a little less and go quick inside leg outside, inside outside, inside outside, and you just go up the rail in a quick half pass. Then it's like it's the same thing as the hunches as a half pass.
Okay. And okay, I think that's enough questioning from me today. Thank you, Leif.
Yes, you're welcome.